You may have heard of intonation patterns like rising intonation, like this, often used for questions. You may have even heard of falling intonation, like this, generally used for statements. But one of the things when we're studying intonation patterns is that there are others that may even be a little bit more common when we speak in American English, and that may be not very common or frequent in your own language. And so today we are going to be talking about the wonderful world of wavering intonation. Good morning, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show, which is Wake Up American. We're here Monday through Friday, typically sometime between 7 and 8 a.m. to make sure that you can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of practice for a day. And to guide you in that process, there is me. Hello, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the 4 keys to a natural sound in American English pronunciation, which include placement, pitch, breath, trying to weaken your consonant sounds, trying to strengthen your vowel sounds. And again, we're talking about wavering intonation today. Wavering intonation is an issue I see students repeatedly have when they speak in American English because, one, they don't use it, and two, if they did use it, it would immediately make things sound a lot more natural. But the problem with wavering intonation is sometimes if you're not used to it, it can be hard to hear. And the other problem is that there's lots of different possibilities and patterns. But what does wavering intonation even sound like? Well, let's go back to the word this. So if we had this with a rising intonation, what's up to Milad stopping by? If we had this with a rising intonation, it would be like this. Okay. If we had this with the falling intonation again, it would sound like this. So those are kind of our two baseline patterns. What's up to Rick stopping by? So what if we kind of mix this up a little bit? So like, what if we kind of put those two together? Like, let's maybe rise and fall, like this. Okay. What if we added a few more wavers to that, like this. Can you do that? So it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. This. And it might sound a little bit crazy and feel a little bit weird if you struggle with this, but one thing you can do is like it's kind of like bob your head a little bit like this. Do you hear how it kind of like moves around a little bit? So that kind of gets at the sound. So I want you to try to just the first thing is just kind of practice trying to make that up down waver. See if you can do it like 2, 3, 4 times. This. Okay, you can do it with other words too. Let's try just doing some different vowel sounds like ah, ah, oh, oh. Okay, or e. Okay, so these are all examples of rise, falls, rise, falls, rise, falls. How about the opposite? What if we did like a fall, rise, fall, rise? It's like this, this, this. Okay, let's try with some vowel sounds like oh, 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 ah, 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 a, 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 e, e, e. Okay. Um, so just all of those are just basic patterns. Let's try adding again some more of falls and rise to that, like uh, oh, oh, ah, 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 a, a, um, ooh, ooh, ooh. Some common issues I see when students are doing this. Um, Sorry for a little lax back there. Rick had a quick question here. Is breaking rapport and seeking rapport or same intonation? I'm not sure what you mean by the same intonation. Maybe like the same stress. In both cases, yeah, you was stress rapport. It's like breaking rapport, seeking rapport. The intonation doesn't really depend on the words you're using. It depends on the context. Okay, so if you're like, do I fall here or rise here? Well, it depends on the sentence around it. So just a note on that. Um, what I commonly see with students, like if they're trying to do like an so let's do like so they're kind of missing that first part. Or the other issue is if I want a student to do like they'll just do like so that's not quite right. So maybe let's end with just a little quick exercise just to practice recognizing intonation patterns. Okay, so I'm going to make a sound and you can decide, is it rising, is it falling, or is it wavering? So that way you can start kind of listening for this in native speakers' speech. For instance, in shadowing, in case you don't know, we have a shadowing channel, and you can practice with these. Okay, so let's take a look, for instance, at a sound. So again, I'll give you an intonation. You decide if it's rising, falling, or wavering. Ah, ah, that is rising. A, that is a waver. It's going up and down. A. Oh, oh. That is just a falling intonation. Oh, cutting and falling down. Let's do a couple more. What? What? That would be a waver. Fall rise. What? What? How? How? That would be another waver. How? And then falls. How? Huh? Huh? That would be a rise. Just a rise. Huh? Where? Where? That would be a waver. Where? 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 Okay. For those of you who speak tonal languages and things like that, just a note, some tonal languages have some aspects of this, but some tonal languages, a lot of times, if they have wavers, a lot of times it's just like a two-directional waver, like kind of like things like that, right? Okay. A lot of times in American English, though, you can add on to this, like no, or like if someone tells you something interesting, like ooh, like things like that. Okay. Wavering intonation is extremely important to getting a natural sound. Before I head out, guys, I do want to just take a moment to talk about one of our programs, so that way if you want to practice concepts like this and others that, one, a lot of other pronunciation channels are not covering, but two, are concepts that are fundamental to achieving a natural sound in American English, then I do just want to tell you about one of our programs that we have, because it is about to change, and I want to make sure that if anyone's interested, they don't miss out on an opportunity. So we have a group coaching program called Mission English. Basically, it's a small group. I allow 4 to 5 students on screen with me when we do pronunciation exercises together. All the classes are saved, so even if you were, for instance, to join today, you would be able to see all of our previous classes as well. This is the schedule that we follow. So basically, every day we are meeting 3 times a day for 30 minutes. All those classes, like I mentioned, are saved. We do pronunciation exercises together. There's different types. Like sometimes I work with students one-on-one for like 5-10 minutes, and then we switch to another student. Sometimes we just have a conversation class. Things like that. This Mission English program is a lot of fun. I greatly enjoy it. But one of the things we're going to be doing starting on September 15th is we're going to be raising the price. So I want to let you know, if you want the current price is $40 a month. If you want to practice all these key concepts, placement, pitch, breath, and trying to weaken your consonant sounds in order to actually sound like native speakers in North America, if you want to sound like that, then I need you to, or I recommend trying to join by September 15th, because after that, the prices are going to go up significantly. And if you join the group now, one of the advantages too is that whatever price you pay that price for as long as you're in the group. So if you join now, then even if you're in the group a year later, and if the price goes up, doesn't matter, you pay whatever you're paying right now. Okay, it's just kind of want to let you guys know about that. If you have questions, feel free to leave me a message. You can see examples on the channel of what a free Mission English class looks like. I'll try to post in the comments as well. thank you guys for taking the time to check that out. Thanks to Rick for stopping by. Thanks to Mila for stopping by. Thanks to Istanbul for stopping by. And thanks to you for stopping by. Look, there's a million pronunciation resources out there. So the fact you're here with me is greatly, greatly appreciated. I want to say a quick hi and bye to Bad Guy. Thanks for stopping by in the moment. We appreciate you. Once more, my name is Jeff. Rounds of breaths, 1 to 4 keys in natural sound, including placement, pitch, breath, trying to weaken your consonant sound, strengthen your vowel sounds. I will see you all later. Have a good day, have a good night, and a good afternoon.